Hey YouTube, this is Robinats1 here, and I'm here to review Arrow Season 3 episode The Offer. So, in this episode we have Oliver mulling over the offer to become Ra's al Ghul, and that seems to be predominantly the main plot of the show. Frankly, not a lot is happening in this episode that is too major to particularly talk about. So you're going to find in this episode that I may spend a lot of time talking about the offer itself and maybe talking about a little bit of character moments that we see in the show, as opposed to talking about, all the different plot lines that are happening, because nothing really major's happened that I can really talk about. But let's give it a whirl. Now, we obviously know that in the past, Ra's al Ghul has offered Batman the position to become Ra's al Ghul. And we sort of know that Oliver Queen is CW's version of Batman, basically. CW is never going to get the rights to do a Batman show. We obviously have Gotham, and we may see Batman in some shape or form in Gotham. But let's be honest, we are never going to see a Batman in this universe. So Arrow is really taking on that Batman role. And I really like the fact that Ra's al Ghul is sort of in this universe is sort of like a world threat, and that he is communicating to other different types of heroes, and that Ra's al Ghul's obsession isn't all on Batman. And so I do sort of like that element. But I especially like the fact that Oliver Queen is very different from Batman. And that's what really happens in this episode. Batman would never in a million years consider Ra's al Ghul's notion of becoming that character. But sorry guys, my eye is incredibly itchy. But Oliver Queen is really mulling over the desire to become Ra's al Ghul. And Ra's al Ghul makes so many enticing offers that we do sort of see begin to play out. And basically what that means is Ra's al Ghul has predicted, or maybe arranged, certain factors that might lead a character to go down the Ra's al Ghul path. One of the paths relates to Captain Lance, which I'll of course get to, but also the fact that the city itself will turn on Oliver. And I'm sort of getting the impression that Oliver may actually kill again in this episode, in the show. Because I think Oliver is being drawn back into that way of life. We've sort of seen it throughout the episodes, actually, that Oliver has had to deal with the fact that he doesn't kill. But I think that towards the season finale, I think he might wind up having to kill in some shape or form. But again, I really like the fact that Oliver really is sort of debating with himself about becoming Ra's al Ghul. It sort of cops out in the end, sort of, when Oliver basically says, well, I'm not that at all, I'm all about this, and I'm gonna try and make things better for my city. And it's just sort of cop out, because I thought it was really interesting the fact that Oliver was really deciding on doing it. And yeah, I'm ranting again, sorry. So there's that element. Stuff going on with Captain Lance and Laurel. It's a bit overly dramatic. We get the fact that Laurel lied, and I can sort of understand why. Captain Lance is in the frame of mind that he's in. It sort of seems very forced drama, and whilst I was watching the episode, I was like, really? Yeah, I didn't really care that all that much for that part of the episode. And the same again for Thea. I thought that Thea was gonna go somewhere, and now it doesn't seem like she's going anywhere, particularly. We do see Thea might become a Cheshire-esque character for Arsenal. But again, nothing is really happening in this episode that I can talk about apart from the offer. So I'm gonna leave it off there. I'm sorry for the lackluster episode, but that's really how I feel about the whole episode. Yeah, so thank you for listening to me, ramble mostly, and I shall see you later for another Arrow review. Bye.